Gifford was a different place 11 years ago. There's great people that live there, but they were struggling with all the issues of a community that they couldn't solve. There were a lot of abandoned homes with bad activity going on. There were less streetlights. There weren't any walking trails. And you had a lot of crime.
That was part of the high point of the crack epidemic. And being a poor, impoverished community, small in size and congested, we saw it up close and personal. The drugs had taken over. To a degree, the drugs had gotten us to the point where you were fearful of leaving your house.
They were trying to work with local officials to do something about it, but it seemed like short-term fixes were applied.
One of the things that government is supposed to do is to provide the playing field, the environment where people can flourish and prosper. And if you allow certain cancers, like abandoned buildings, and I'll liken an abandoned building to a cancer in a community, if you allow those cancers to spread, then you cannot have that flourishing community.
It's not just about them coming into our clinics, it's about us going out there and finding out what their health issues are in the community and working together to solve them.
The vehicle for that is our PACE projects, and that stands for the Protocol for Assessing Community Excellence in Environmental Health. And that whole process is built on going into a community and asking the residents there what they perceive needs to be fixed.
I had heard about this policeman named Teddy Floyd who was out there working, trying to demolish the crack houses and make communities safer. But it wasn't until I met him and the sheriff's department that I learned they were out there doing the same type of work that the health department was trying to do.
Most important need here was getting rid of these abandoned houses, giving people a chance to get a job. We had bad water, we had houses with needles in them. These kids playing in and out of these things, that the effect that they could get AIDS or some type of disease, communicable disease. So that was the top priority.
The impacts of so many things play into health. It's the tearing down of dilapidated houses, the clearing of toxic sites. Do you have a safe place to play? Can you take walks in your community feeling safe? We are responsible for all of that. Public health encompasses so much more than your simple clinical visit. It really does.
Having the community backing us and telling us the #1 issue in our community is abandoned housing, and we want to work together with the local government and community partners to make a difference. We've been able to knock down over 60 abandoned homes.
But not only do we tear the house down, we make sure we come back and we keep it mowed, because if we don't, they'll use them same grown, overgrowth bushes to hide stuff in and continue their illegal activities.
People say, well, Teddy, tearing out them crack houses. It was a crack house that lived here. This was a crack habit. You can look at rapes, drugs, pills, everything happened on this property. Now, we turn a negative into a positive. I'm proud. You know what I mean? I make a difference for real. I got it. We need partnerships. I can't do my job, and the best partner of my life is she don't wear a gun. She works at the health department, and the passion of what we do is to make sure that we make living conditions conducive for people to live.
Gifford today is a different place. And that is a direct result of the community working with the health department and forming a partnership to solve community issues.
I want to see kids playing in the playground. I want old ladies to be able to sit on the porch and sit back and rock in their old chairs. I want them to do like the old days say, and pass it on, pay it forward, help the next person. Even as an officer, you can enforce the law. We all know we can be enforcers, but we need to be helpers. And then we work and continue to see the PACE program excel. That's where I want to see in 5 years. And I got goals. If I'm here, we're going to push it to the next level.